Welcome to more of JMC Live. We're coming with you with more breaking, relevant news that'll affect whatever culture and background you come from. I want to come to you now about a man, and I'll actually post the link in the chat for everyone. And Alex, you know exactly what I'm doing. You read my mind. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to clear that, and we're going to try again. Here we go. This is written by one of our partners, the Scrooge Report. I said I was going to probably talk more about it next week, but something told me to cover it now. Samuel Duck has this to say: it is very simple. I mean, it's Christmas. It's about the birth of Christ. It's not about Christmas trees. It's not about Santa Claus. And it's not about the elves and the reindeer. This young man, who may be around my age, despite a ban on public property, really government usage, banned Bible reading. This is in Marysville, Tennessee. This is, if anyone's familiar with what a tradition is, it's something you pass from family members and friends, and for nearly a quarter of a century. But Monday night, the Bible was removed from their Christmas celebration. One complaint, just one complaint, changed this local ceremony. And of course, there's this big long argument about separation of church and state. You guys are aware that we at JMC, we went and did a public puppet outreach ministry at a park. And it's kind of similar with what happened here. And they call it their Yuletide celebration, which included the reading of the Bible. He says it's the first time in 22 years not to read this Christmas story. Everybody is partying or having a good time, and when you start to read it, they get quiet. And anytime you got 600, 700, 800 people get quiet, you know you're doing something right. But Mayor Tom Taylor says, last Thursday we received a call from a lady asking if we're going to read the nativity story from the Gospel of Luke. And she just simply asked if that was legal. If you go to knoxnews.com, you can actually read even more into the article. And there's a photo here of a young man in the cold with a beanie reading the Bible. He acknowledges, it's terrifying to stand and go against the courts. Samuel David Duck says. He read the account of the birth of Jesus Christ from the Bible at the trees lighting celebration on Monday at the Greenbelt. About 20 people showed up, and when he was finished reading from the book, people applauded. Now my question to you is, what is the fear of a man reading a book? It's not like Glisten, who is wanting you to allow your children from the ages of 5 on up to read excruciating, graphic, pornographic sex. This is the God's Word. There's nothing in there that should offend anyone to this degree, that you just cannot do it. Oh, don't do this. You can't read outside. Well, I have to tell you something, people. When I was a kid and I was in school, I would bring my Bible to school and I would read the Word on my bus. I would pray around the flagpole. I would talk to people in public. That was over 10 years ago. How much time?
We've only done almost 5
minutes.
Okay,
so 5 more minutes. That's great. So I'm going to open the chat back up in case everyone can behave. Let's see what happens. But because I really like to hear from Alex on what is your point and view stance. And Alex, if you want to call in, I'm actually going to put the number up. I know that's probably going to be a little crazy. But we're going to try it.
I would just have Alex call in. I wouldn't do that. I would just have Alex call in.
Alex, you know how to call me. So go ahead. But, anyway. If Alex wants to call in, you can call in. We have a few people that have the exclusive direct number if they want to call in and check out what we have. But anyway, that's part of our breaking news. We also want to cover Copenhagen, Melbourne, the exclusive behind-the-scenes listing of how they're wanting to change the global climate, how they're wanting to enlist a new leader to be in charge of it, and with the current treaties and sets of today, they're wanting to make it where things look on the outside as though the big world powers like the United States and England and you know, that they're going to be in charge. But really, when it comes down to it, it's not. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who are worried about Copenhagen. If you're worried about all the different things that are coming into it, someone's mentioned to me the other day, if there is one world government leader coming, people have talked to me about, are we going to have to take masks now that they're, you know, legalizing or saying it's dangerous for carbon dioxide? Well, guess what? I just blew in your face. I just blew noxious gas at you. It's called carbon, you know. Dioxide. It comes out of us. You know, we carbon dioxide. You know, plants use it to grow, and plants, you know, I guess I'll have to use a word, excrete oxygen for us to breathe. We have a relationship with plants this way. We breathe on them. They shoot out oxygen in their nice little happy way. But I'm telling you that God has a purpose and a plan on the different things that are coming here, but I'm not completely worried about this event. I think it's going to bring forth the one world mindset. You know, you go to YouTube and on the front page, do you think there's going to be change?
No, I said, do you think will...
Do you think it will benefit society? Do you think it will benefit the world? You know, you can translate however that sentence is on that page to your own personal view. And it's, what was it, like 60, 70? 75%. 75%. And that was like an hour ago. Believe, oh yes, there is going to be change from this.
It'll be a good thing.
You know, if anyone's interested in the history of the world, you should know that we as humans feed off of what's in the world. We're in charge of the world. God put us in charge of the world and the different things. And yes, I believe there's things, you know, like bad gases coming out of cars and, you know, oil and all this stuff. But the problem is trying to take people that are totally dependent on oil to want to go to something completely new and different. They're wanting to just completely turn the switch and no have medians. For a long time, a lot of people knew that oil companies, refineries, other people like that, they were buying out the patents, trademarks for different things. That's why they're able to, you know, make hydrogen cars and hydrogen gas and all these different things. That's why they're doing it. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to go right into some more stuff for you.